Good evening, here from a Mayor's Report on Monday, February 28th in the Dublin High School Library. I'm standing here with Pastor Napoleon Kaufman of the Well Church in Dublin. We just had a great event to kick off Dublin Pride, Integrity in Action. It's really exciting. It's a program, it's been around for a few years, but really kind of kicking off, gaining steam now, bringing the entire community together. The city, the school district, the faith community, just other nonprofit groups, sports leagues, children, people of all ages, the business community, and it's a wonderful thing. And Pastor, you were here and you spoke. We appreciate you being out here. And what are your thoughts after what you've seen?
I mean, it was just amazing, just to see how people have sacrificed, given them themselves to try to help, people in the community become better, especially when it comes to character and integrity and things of that nature. So it was perfect. It was right up my alley.
Right. And I mean, it's just great as a representative of the faith community and, members of your community that are involved, with this group. And, how do you think you could see this uplifting the Dublin community, a program like this?
Well, I think anytime you're talking about character, you're talking about dealing with people from the inside out.
Right.
It spills over into every area and aspect of the community, and it creates a safe environment, a pleasant environment, and it also has an impact on our kids. So, I mean, I love the program. I love what you guys are doing, and it helps me as a pastor, even to think that there is a program in place that's dealing with individuals' integrity and their character. It just benefits me also.
Well, and that's the idea, is having the entire community speak as one about certain character traits. Whether it's the city, whether it's the school district, private schools are involved. We had a representative from St. Raymond's here, Valley Christian, St. Fellow Lutheran's been all involved. Obviously, the faith community, the nonprofits, as we said, all speaking with one voice about the traits that we're about as a community, putting that integrity in action. So we're really glad you could be here tonight.
Well, thanks a lot, man.
Great. Thank you very much, and thank you for all the work you do in your ministry.
Thank you.
All right. So just continuing forward with my report for the week, a couple other things. First, I want to recognize the winners of our Volunteer Recognition Night. We've got Chris Bennett, who won for Citizen of the Year, Aslan Brown for Young Citizen of the Year. Chris, primarily with her work through the schools, a phenomenal job. Aslan is chair of our Youth Advisory Committee for the city. He's also been very active in the school here at Dublin High School. Our Organization of the Year, Easter Seals Kaleidoscope, for the work they do in Dublin for the developmentally disabled, so I want to recognize them. And finally, my own Mayor's Award to Chuck Tyler, owner of Dublin Cyclery, for all he does sponsoring community events and particularly promoting health and fitness through the Dublin Cyclery program and other fitness-related activities that they sponsor. So I want to recognize them. Very appropriate on a night that we're honoring integrity in action, that we recognize those individuals. A couple other things. We are in the library here at Dublin High School, the newly renovated library. Very exciting to see all the instruction taking place in the new facility. Right next door in the Career Center, as we speak, is an Engineering Academy advisory meeting. We're excited to launch the Engineering Academy here at Dublin High School. Another thing that's great about this school is having those pathways for our students. So I'm going to be leaving here, popping in on that meeting where we're bringing the business community. Chevron's been a huge sponsor of that, bringing in leaders from industry, working with our students that are interested in a future in engineering. So that's something that I'm really proud of. Shifting back to the city, one quick thing. We had an all-day, I shouldn't say all day, an all-morning workshop. The City Council with the Planning Commission, Parks and Community Service Commission, and the Heritage and Culture Arts Commission. In the past, we'd have this workshop, but we'd meet with each of the commissions individually. This year, for the first time ever, we actually brought the commissions together for one collective meeting. All three commissions and the City Council looking collectively at the vision for our city and looking at the strategic plan. We don't operate in silos. In the past, sometimes each of the commissions would do their own thing, but we wanted them to kind of discuss the common shared vision together for our city around the strategic plan. The strategic plan, of course, we've identified 5 key initiatives. First, economic development, top priority for the entire city, is bringing businesses to the city of Dublin, all parts of the city, particularly focused on office and other high-paying jobs, as well as restaurants, retail, and other amenities for our city. Item 2 initiative is the downtown and what we can do to continue to revitalize and improve our downtown sector. And I think we've seen some successes with some of the vacancies being filled now, of course, trying to commercialize even greater areas and making that even more pedestrian friendly. The third initiative, of course, focused on environmental sustainability and open space preservation, making sure that as we grow, that we still keep some open space and that we have good, solid green programs for our city. The fourth initiative, dynamic and unique cultural and recreational facilities and programs for our city, and our fifth initiative centered around communication and enhancing our city's communication. So those are the 5 initiatives, and we had a collective all-morning workshop focusing our attention on those. As a city, we've kind of done away with our goals and objectives. In the past, we used to have 116 goals. We considered them all high priorities, and we recognize, especially in these times of limited budgets, that we need to be more strategic with our thinking, more strategic with our staffing and our budgeting. So we're really not so much focused on individual tasks, accomplishing 100 tasks or more, but we're focused more on what are we doing strategically to advance the city, on economic development, on the downtown, on open space and environmental programs, on dynamic recreational facilities, and of course on communication. We're trying to be more strategic and putting our goals centered around that, so kind of shifting how we do things. So I think it's going to reap dividends for the city. So that's my report for today on February 28th. I hope you have a